This is Hugo Tan here, and as usual, I'll be bringing you the latest updates and learnings. It's been a very fruitful day, spending some time learning from speakers from MNCs that want to show us what is the future for our workforce. How will our workplace be different in very near future? We are talking about 2, 3 or 5 years, less than a decade. What would change? What would be new? What are the new policies? And how will all of us work? And here are the key takeaways. In the coming future, we are looking at a workforce that is more flexible in terms of time and place. No more 9 to 5, right? Reduction in clock in, clock out policies. Result-based. Mobile, where people can do their work from wherever they want, even from their home, at the convenience of their home. Number 4, cross-discipline. You are no longer what you graduated in. It doesn't mean that if you study accounting today or if you are graduated in engineering, that's the only thing you are going to do. Because in the coming years, we are looking at cross-disciplinary, in fact, hybrid. People who are able to apply their knowledge and skill set in new industries, in industries that are not their own. We are looking for people like that. What else? So, I've heard a couple of great examples I would like to share with you today. One of it is actually from Dr. Zainal from TM. So they say that due to the rise of gigs economy, all this while when you want to get your modem installed, right? For your unified modem installed, you have to wait for their technician to come to your house to get it done. And usually there is a very long waiting list. And here is what Dr. Zainal say TM actually did. They allowed their non-technician staff to actually get trained on how to install a modem for a customer. And by doing this, they can actually earn a second income, in fact a side income, on their after work hours and on their weekends. And everyone is happier for that. And it even reduced the waiting list, the waiting time. Number 2, they actually implemented a 1 day off per week policy if you want to opt for it. Okay, of course, in return for reduced pay. It's usually for people, for example, some of their staff that are actually driving Grab. They believe that there are certain days where they can actually earn more from driving Grab or Uber than working in their office, and they opted to have that day off. The same thing applies in Maybank, where Miss Nora, the group human capital chief, actually shares that they actually have a 3 working days to 4 working days policy apply in their workforce. How does that work? It means that although all of them are bankers, right, but some of them are really bakers at heart, right? So they allowed them to start their own side businesses and even connect them to their SME departments. So from an ordinary staff, you are converting them to even a customer for their banks, which is really exciting. And this goes on to Nadia from SP Setia, I believe. She shared that nowadays we are dealing with a multi-generation workforce. Generations that have different personalities and expectations and ambitions. So they are actually investing a lot more into coaching and mentoring. And also reverse mentoring, because sometimes the younger generation have something to teach us regarding tech and how to engage in a new digital age. So every business is in crisis mode, every industry is disrupted. Ever since the rise of Airbnb, Uber, things are changing at such rapid speed. You can have food ordered right to your table. You can call up cars from strangers to pick you up. You can live in rooms that are comparables to hotels, that have connecting rooms for your family if you can't find one in your nearby 5-star hotels or 4. So things are changing so rapidly. and so does the workforce has to be. When is the last time in the past 5 years that your workforce have actually new policies in line to adapt to this new age? Do they have it or do they have it not? If you look at SP Satir, they have in fact adopted a system where 60 to 70% of their work schedule is on their core job, right? Whatever that is in their contract, they are doing that. But they are allocating at least 30 to 40% of the time to allow their own staff to work on projects that matter to them. For example, I think in the coming 1 to 2 weeks, they are running a hackathon that is being led by their tech department. And in doing all these personal projects, they realize they can identify new talents, or in fact identify strengths in their staff that they do not knew before that, because people are not bound by what they study or what they have on paper or their job description. Some of them have ability to lead. Some of them have the ability to teach. Some of them have the creativity to come up with new ideas that could be business opportunities. And this can only be discovered when you let them to go beyond their job scope to try out new things. So if we are really looking at the future of our workforce, it is something that is very agile, very dynamic, and is changing at rapid speed. If you think about it, how long does it take for your old fixed line phone to reach 50 million users? It took them about 75 years. But how long does it take for Pokemon Go to reach the same 50 million users? I will let you have a guess. It is 19 days, less than a month. So it's very true, the future has already arrived yesterday, and we are all already late. But if you start now, you probably still have a chance, right? So if you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, think in terms of how can you design your workplace or your policies, your HR policies, that is aligned with the direction of the future. Let people control how they are earning their money and how much they want to earn. Give them the flexibility in terms of time and place, as long as they are delivering according to the KPI. And according to the latest research, we realize that when you give people such flexibility and freedom to decide how and when is the best time to deliver the results that you want, there are reported higher engagement rate. There are reported higher retention rate for your businesses. Because this is what talents are looking for in this new age. If you look at a fresh grad, why would they want to work at a 2,000 ringgit a month job where they can earn more from their side gigs? There's a dilemma here, and this is a transition period. So to sum it up, to the sharing for today, the world we are heading to is really different from what we are seeing today. So learn about it, communicate about it, and start making changes. So that's all for our sharing today, and I will really see you very soon.